toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Direct snap. Got room to work. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pick. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Now he's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the tailback. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line.
Cornhole, 88. Okay, ready? Ready up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, better look out. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's McLaurin. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Buying some time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. Finds a man on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That gets them back to within 10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Snap it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Off play action. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The give on the option.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Terrapins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Manning.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Mason. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's McLaurin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Good jet sweep pass. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Manning. Touchdown, Maryland! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Maryland offense will take over 1st and 10.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell They got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McFadden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Manning. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's McLaurin. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now they'll try the right side. Nice move to keep running. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Gilmore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Military stun.
3rd down play from the gun. He spins that thing down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Finds his man. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready.
The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilcox. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying to get the edge on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there.
Maryland offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodriguez.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Kentucky trying to convert on fourth down.
Set, ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilcox. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's McLaurin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's third down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Great place to start for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Wilcox. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Toss sweep to the right. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's White. Breaks into the open. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.